Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NIHD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. From a presentation standpoint, this is a pretty tricky chart because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 90 seconds after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty terrible. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, then yeah, I get it. There was a big pullback today. But from the big picture, the bulls do still technically have an opportunity to build an overall higher base. And when you have those overall higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a much different strategy and perspective going into the trade. And the reason I say that the bulls do still have a chance is all about this level of support right here at, what is this, 43 cents. Why is 43 cents so important? Well, let's say the price actually does come down here and hit 43 cents. It's gotten close, so I don't think that's much of a stretch to say, yeah, it could come down there. But let's say it does come down there and flirts around with the area before starting to work its way back upwards. What would you have in this situation? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have this base of lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, from the overall chart perspective, the stair steps are still heading in the upwards direction. That's what you want to see. And that is why, from, again, big picture perspective, even with the big pullback today, there is still an opportunity for the bulls to build that overall higher base, so we'll see if they can do it or not. Now, if the price comes down here and breaks down through 43 cents and continues on to the downside, well, at that point in time, that is literally putting the price right back into this range where it already was, and I'm assuming I state the obvious when I say that price movements with true power are not going to go back to where they are. They're going to make progress forward. And in this situation, I'm defining and quantifying the phrase make progress as staying up above 43 cents. As far as levels of resistance are concerned, I'm not going to touch on those because in my opinion, at this point in time, top priority is not breaking levels of resistance. Top priority is going through healthy consolidations and building higher bases. So interesting day to day. Can the bulls build that overall higher low and stay above 43 cents? We shall see. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.